What was the best "do you know who I am" moment? I was 22, fresh out of Stanford, working as an intern at this flashy downtown tech startup. You know the type: open floor plan, exposed brick, kombucha on tap. I thought I was hot shit. CS degree, daddy's connections got me the role, and I walked in like I was already VP of engineering. I talked over people in meetings, constantly name-dropped my professors, and made sure everyone knew I was from Stanford, not some state school. The other interns, they didn't like me. I assumed they were jealous. I even told one guy during a team lunch that he should have worked harder in high school if he wanted to matter in tech. There was this older janitor who came in every evening around 6. Quiet dude, maybe in his 60s, always wore the same faded blue jumpsuit. He'd mop the floors, empty trash cans, clean the whiteboards full of our innovative strategies. I barely noticed him. If I did, it was usually with some eye roll. One Tuesday, I was speed walking to grab my third espresso of the day and knocked the whole cup over. Hot coffee soaking right into the $400 per square foot carpet right outside the CEO's office. The janitor was nearby with his cart. I snapped at him without thinking. "Yo, can you hurry up with that? Some of us have real jobs to do." Then I added, "Maybe consider doing something meaningful someday instead of just cleaning up after people who actually build things." He didn't argue, just looked at me, calm as ever, and said, "Please step aside," and cleaned up my mess like nothing happened. I strutted back to my desk like I'd just dunked on him. Felt pretty proud of myself, to be honest. That week I kept running my mouth, loudly complaining about how much dead weight we had at the company. Told other interns we should fire the entire cleaning crew and replace them with something automated. I made sure people heard me. The janitor definitely did. He never said a word, just kept wiping down desks, taking out the trash. 2 weeks later, we had our quarterly all hands in the big conference room. Full view of the city skyline, everyone dressed a little sharper than usual. Our CEO, Trevor, gets up and does his typical hype speech about growth and vision and changing the world. Then he goes, "Before we wrap up, I want to introduce someone important. Someone who helped build this company when it was just 5 people and an idea. The reason we survived the 2008 crash. The man who wrote the first major check." And in walks the janitor, but not in a jumpsuit. He's in a tailored navy suit, crisp white shirt, sleek watch. The room erupts in applause. Everyone stands. Trevor goes, "Meet Richard Walsh, our silent co-founder and early investor. He owns 35% of this company. 5 years ago, he stepped back from daily operations but wanted to quietly observe how our company culture had evolved." I thought I was going to puke. Richard walks right over to me, in front of the entire company, and pulls a manila envelope from his jacket. He hands it to me and says, "Termination letter, signed by the janitor, approved by the board." My hands were shaking. I opened it. Yep, official letterhead, effective immediately. Then he looked around the room and said to everyone, "You don't need to know who people are. You just have to treat them like they matter." I packed my desk that afternoon. No one said goodbye. None of the other interns even made eye contact. I walked out past Richard, who was back in his jumpsuit, pushing the cleaning cart again.